Hi everyone, my name is Kaye Ramos from Well Journal blog and welcome to my channel where I share some Christian living tips, journaling, and homemaking videos. In today's video, I want to share with you some things that are probably affecting your daily quiet time with God. But before that, I would like to put a disclaimer and say that there is no way that my daily quiet time is perfect or flawless. I have my own struggles. In fact, I have shared a few months ago about my personal struggles with my daily quiet time. So the things that I will be sharing now are of course based on my personal experience. So you may not have experienced all of this, but I want to share them in case you struggle with your own daily quiet time with God. Of course, it happens to many of us from time to time. With that being said, let's start. First one, not going beyond your comfort zone. So, as Christians, we are being warned regarding being lukewarm in our faith. So, we should always be proactive about it, especially when we are beginning to kind of slack. Cultivating our faith is not always comfortable and convenient. In fact, it takes lots of discipline to grow in our prayer life. Personally, there are several times where I don't feel like reading my Bible or praying. But if we want to really grow spiritually, we have to go beyond our comfort zone. We cannot just settle for where we are currently if we want to really get closer to Jesus. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't need an elaborate daily quiet time routine to talk to God. But there will be times we have to do more than what we used to do in order to hear from Him. Now, what do I mean by this? For instance, in my case, few years ago, I wondered how people really hear from God. You see, I hear these people, oh, I heard from God. How? I never experienced such a thing. It's because I was mostly going to God with a checklist. I'm basically praying so God can grant my request. So I don't really hear from Him. And that was my daily interaction with Him for years. I began getting to know Him more when I committed to reading the Bible daily, reading His Word. And it was not an easy habit to cultivate in the beginning, but when I pushed myself to do it, that's when I became really closer to Him. Now, the second reason that probably affects your daily quiet time with God is setting very rigid standards or expectations. Now, in relation to the first one, yes, we have to challenge ourselves to improve our faith, but of course, not to the point that we are overstretching ourselves. So sometimes we would set very rigid or strict expectations on what a daily quiet time is, and then when we fail, we lose interest. When we skip a day or two, we then eventually give up altogether. So in my case, I used to have a system in place for my daily quiet time. I used to do it in the same spot, almost the same time, and of course, I gather my warrior supplies. That's how I call it. Those are my journaling materials with my Bible and all. Then life transitions happen, and because of the expectations I have set for myself, I started to fail, and then I lost interest overall. So, to me, what's the point of even trying if I keep on failing? I don't know what expectations you have for yourself or what a quiet time is. Maybe you have to give yourself some grace and lower it down a little bit. I'll explain more about this on reason number 3. Third reason that probably affects your quiet time is not honoring the season you are in. So as King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 3, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. It's the same with life, right? We undergo several seasons and transitions, and what you did before may not work on the current season you are in right now. This is what I am currently going through at the moment because I am a new mom. But when I was not yet a mom, I was able to establish a daily quiet time with God that truly works for me for more than a year. I would wake up almost the same time each day with all my supplies, then sit in a cozy spot at home, read my Bible, journal, do scripture writing, all of that. And I would do this for a minimum of 45 minutes to 1 hour each day. Then, of course, when my baby came, it's almost impossible to do the same things. And I shared more about that in this video where I shared my daily quiet time struggles. So I will link it down in the description box below. So basically, I can't do what I used to do anymore. Now, it's only by accepting and honoring my current season that I am able to find something that works for me right now. And also, it's reminding myself that God is a very gracious God, and He will meet me wherever I am as long as I am willing to hear from Him. So I don't really have the same daily quiet time like I used to do, but I was able to find something now that works for me in order to read my Bible, say a short prayer. It may not be as elaborate as it used to be before, but the most important thing is I am beginning to have that consistent quiet time again. You might hear some noise in the background. That's my baby. Thank you for understanding. So I don't know where you are in life right now, but give yourself permission to restructure your daily quiet time based on the season of life you are in right now. Fourth reason that probably affects your daily quiet time is using other people's standards of what a daily quiet time is. Here in my channel, I share some tips and ideas to improve your daily quiet time. So maybe some of you have seen some of my videos, maybe you got inspired, maybe some of you felt bad for not having the quiet time like I have, and of course I apologize for that. In fact, I even get jealous of myself when I see those videos because I know how it feels to have those solid times with the Lord. With that being said, of course, try not to use other people's standards of what a daily quiet time is. So you may see some people are journaling in their Bible, they have their lengthy prayers, etc. They can serve as your inspiration and you can, of course, get some ideas from them. But remember that you don't know the season of life they're in, you don't know their learning style, you don't know their schedule, you don't know several factors. Again, you can draw inspiration from them, but evaluate where you are and what you are trying to achieve and develop from your daily quiet time so that you can match your own standards and strategy in order to meet those. The fifth one may not be applicable to you, but I'll share it anyway. Temptation of having the need to document things. This is something big for me. Some time ago, I wanted to build my Instagram account and, hopefully to inspire others to get in the Word or the Bible. So if you're on Instagram, you know how powerful the algorithm is. Once you type a keyword, then all you'll see for the next hours or next days are all related to that keyword. Anyway, when I type daily quiet time or Bible study, I saw so many accounts with their Bible and their journaling notes. So I said, I can do the same thing. Anyway, I'm already reading my Bible, so all that I'll do is to just snap photos. That's when the problem started. So every time I read my Bible, instead of me focusing on the Word in the hope to hear from God, now I am focused on what can I write in my Bible that will draw attentions or likes. So instead of me spontaneously writing and interacting with the Word, now my mind was filled with what can I share that people will like? And instead of me wanting to hear from God, I'm thinking of how can I impress others through my Bible notes? I know it's crazy, right? In fact, I took several pictures of my Bible and some of my journaling notes. I have posted some, but most of it did not make it because I realized it's not worth it. So my daily quiet time is my personal time with Jesus, and I don't want to take away the peace and stillness just because I want to impress other people. Hello. I am not saying that the people who post on Instagram are posting to impress other people. Absolutely not. But personally, I saw where my heart is going, and I want to protect that time as much as I can. So if there's something that I really want to share, then I'll do it at a different time if I feel prompted. That's why I decided to take a social media break, at least as of now. If you'll see my account, I don't really have followers or much followers there, but you could still follow me if you want to send, message or question or something, that you want to share. Anyway, the sixth reason that probably affects your daily quiet time is thinking you don't have the right tools. Have you ever had the desire to do something but kept delaying it because you don't have the right tools? Well, I used to think that my faith would not grow because I don't have the same tools like those people I see who seem to be very close to God. So I always say, "Oh, I don't have that." It's easy to say that because it's convenient, and of course, then I have an excuse not to exert effort. So we like to tell ourselves, once I have A, B, C, D, then I can do my daily quiet time. Once I'm in this situation, then I can have my personal devotion. We use our lack of resources as an excuse not to pursue a deeper relationship with Christ. I know I did. Those were my excuses for a long time. Sometimes all you need to do is go down on your knees or close your eyes and talk to God in silence. So if you're claiming you have no Bible, then of course if you're watching this means you have the access to an online version or to resources that can give you one for free. Again, we don't need fancy tools. Think about the people in the Bible. They never had the physical Bible that we have right now, but look at how close they are to God. So prayer itself, you already have it, is very powerful. But since we are very privileged to have the Bible, then why not take advantage of it? We don't need lots of tools, but of course, I would say from personal experience that having the right tools can improve your understanding of God further. In fact, I shared in this video about some tools and free resources that you can use to help you develop your understanding of God. Anyway, those are the 6 reasons that probably affect your daily quiet time with God. Those are based from my personal experiences. Maybe you're able to relate, maybe you're not. But if there's something that you struggle with, share with us in the comments section below and how you're able to cope up with it. Hopefully, this video serves as an inspiration so you can evaluate your own daily quiet time and see areas you need to improve. I hope that this video inspires you, and of course, if it does, I would love it if you like, subscribe, and of course, share it with other people. I would appreciate it so much. Again, this is Kaye Ramos. I appreciate you being here. See you guys again next time, and of course, love you with the love of Jesus. Bye!